His entire life, Anish Giri. This is the story of a current international Grandmaster chess player. He was born to a Nepali father and a Russian mother. How did they meet and how is their life going? Today's video is an incredible story of Anish Giri, the family man, so stay tuned till the end. Giri was born on June 28, 1994 in St. Petersburg. His mother, Olga, is from Russia, and his father, Sanjay Giri, is from Nepal. He has an Indian grandmother. In 2002, he moved with his parents to Sapporo, Japan, where he lived until 2008. Since February 2008, Giri and his family have made their home in the Dutch town of Rijswijk, where Giri's father has been employed by a foundation that provides research and consultancy services. Giri graduated from Grotius College in Delft in June 2013. But how did his chess career start? When Anish was 6, he learned how to play chess. Anish's first club was Dayush 2, a Russian youth sports club in St. Petersburg. During his time in Japan, he joined the Japan Chess Association and the Sapporo Chess Club. In most cases, he won the Russian U12 title while he was living in Japan. Anish played in the German Chess Bundesliga, the French League, the Russian League, the Spanish League, and of course, the Dutch League. At first, Anish didn't have a lot of places to practice chess, so he mostly worked on his own. When he was young, the Dutch Olympic Committee and the Dutch Chess Federation helped pay for some of his training. Before we move any further into his career in chess, let's get to know his playing style. Giri plays in a way that has been called solid and conservative. This makes him very hard to beat, but it also means that he often misses his chances to turn a lead into a win. Still, his peers agree that he's a good player. Grandmaster Arkadiusz Naidich said that it's easier to beat world champion Magnus Carlsen than Giri. His primal career started in 2007, so let's take a look at it to date. Giri tied for first place in the Russian Higher League Under-14s Boys Championship with a score of 612/9. 2007, he won the St. Petersburg Boys Under-16s and came in third in the Under-18s event. The following year, he tied for first place at the Blokadny St. Petersburg Open and won the Petrograd Winter Open with an 812/9 score. He then got his first Grandmaster norm at the Ento Mart GFK Open in April 2008, where he tied for first with 7/9. In 2009, he made his first appearance at a major tournament when he tied for second place at the Chorus Chess Group C. This gave him his third GM norm, and in June, he was officially recognized as a Grandmaster. He also tied for second at the Unive tournament, won the Dutch Championship, and tied for second at the Dutch Open. The way he did in the Chorus Chess Group C the year before put him in Group B the next year. He won the tournament with a score of 9/13, beating Arkadiusz Naidich by half a point. Even though he didn't do well in the European Individual Championships, he tied with Nigel Short and won the Sigmund & Company tournament with a score of 412/5. He came in second in the Dutch Championships. However, he couldn't qualify for the Melody Amber tournament because he lost to Hikaru Nakamura. In May 2010, it came out that Giri had helped Vincenzo Anand prepare for the 2010 World Chess Championship against Veselin Topalov, who was the challenger. Anand won the match by a score of 612-512 and kept his title. In 2011, when he played at Tata Steel for the first time, he beat Magnus Carlsen with black by a score of 612/13 in 22 moves. He also won the Dutch Championship for the second time and tied for first with Wesley So and Hans Tikkanen at Sigmund & Company. Giri was the lowest-ranked player, but he won the chess tournament in Reggio Emilia in 2012, won his third Dutch championship, and tied for third place at the tough Biel Chess Festival. In 2013, he finished fourth at the Reykjavik Open and beat Vasily Ivanchuk in a match at Lyon. Giri played in the FIDE Grand Prix in 2012 and 2013, but he didn't make it to the Candidates Tournament. In 2014, Giri tied for second place at the Tata Steel tournament, won bronze for his first board performance at the 41st Chess Olympiad in Tromsø, and tied for second place at the Strong Qatar Masters Open. In February 2015, Giri briefly moved above the 2,800 mark in the live FIDE ratings after beating Peter Svidler at the FIDE Grand Prix in Tbilisi. However, he did not keep the ranking level until the end of the month to show up in the official ratings. After which, Giri took part in the 2014 and 15 FIDE Grand Prix cycle, but he once again didn't make it to the Candidates Tournament. In March 2016, Giri took part in the Candidates Tournament in Moscow. He drew all 14 games at the tournament. Giri came in 6th place at the Norway Chess Tournament with a score of 4.5 over 9. He beat Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Anand, but lost a crash and burn game to Vladimir Kramnik in 17 moves. Giri won the Reykjavik Open in April 2017 with a score of 812 over 10. He got 4th place in the Your Next Move tournament in Leuven and won 15,000 euros. This was his only Grand Chess Tour game that year. He finished 9th in Moscow, 5th in Geneva, and 13th in La Palma, which put him in 12th place overall in the FIDE Grand Prix. He lost to Vasily Ivanchuk in a tiebreak in the 4th round of Section 3 of the Chess World Cup. He won the European Club Cup with the Globus team, which included Kramnik, Alexander Grishuk, and Sergei Karjakin, among others. When Giri started off 2018 by placing joint first with Carlsen on a score of 9 over 13 at the 80th Tata Steel Masters, Carlsen then beat him 112-12 in the Blitz tiebreak. In April 2018, he took part in the 5th Shamkir chess tournament and came in 6th place with a score of 412 over 9. In July 2018, he took part in the 46th Dortmund Sparkassen chess meeting. With a score of 4 over 7, he came in 2nd. In November 2018, he tied for 1st place with Vachier-Lagrave and Ding Liren at the 2nd Dute Cup in Shenzhen. He ended up in 2nd place because of a tiebreak. In January 2019, he played in the 81st Tata Steel Masters. He came in clear 2nd with a score of 812 over 13, but lost in the 1st round to Ian Nepomniachtchi. In March 2019, Giri won the 3rd Shenzhen Masters with a score of 612 over 10, putting him in clear 1st place. Then in May, Giri played in the Moscow FIDE Grand Prix, which was a part of the process of qualifying for the World Chess Championship in 2020. There were 16 people in the tournament, and he was out after losing to the lowest-ranked player, GM Daniil Dubov, in the 1st round. Giri qualified for the 2020 Candidates Tournament in December because he had the highest FIDE rating over the past year. On the list of ratings, Giri was 6 points ahead of Vachier-Lagrave on average. Giri played in the 2020 Candidates Tournament, but the tournament was stopped halfway through because of the COVID-19 pandemic. At the time, he was tied for 3rd with 312 over 7, which was 1 point behind the 2 leaders. Erwin Laami was in his 2nd during the event. In the 2nd round of the Candidates Tournament in April 2021, he tied with Fabiano Caruana for 3rd place with 7.5 out of 14. Giri took part in the Mr. Dodgy Invitational from June 12th to June 14th, 2020. He beat GM David Navarra 7-2 in the finals to take 1st place in the event. In January at the 83rd Tata Steel Masters, Giri and Jordan Van Forest tied for 1st place with a score of 812 over 13. The tiebreaker consisted out of 2 Blitz games and then an Armageddon game if the scores were still the same after the Blitz. Both of their Blitz tiebreakers ended in a draw, and Giri lost the Armageddon game when he ran out of time, even though Van Forest made a mistake with a pawn and then a bishop during the mad rush to beat the clock. Giri came in 2nd place at the end of the tournament. Giri won the 2021 Magnus Carlsen Invitational, an online tournament that wasn't rated by FIDE. In the finals, he beat Ian Nepomniachtchi in tiebreaks. From May 12th to May 16th, 2021, Giri took part in the 2nd Mr. Dodgy Invitational, which was a Blitz tournament. In the finals, Giri beat Badur Jobava to win 1st place the 2nd year in a row. At the Chess World Cup 2021, the 68th seed, Nodirbek Abudusaturov, beat the 4th seed Giri. This was a big surprise. In September 2021, Anish Giri also won the Tolstoy Cup. Giri played in the FIDE Grand Prix 2022 in February and March. In the 2nd leg, he won his pool with a score of 4 out of 6, but in the semifinals, he lost to Dmitry Andrikhin, 2.5 to 1.5. In the 3rd leg, he came in last in Pool D with a score of 2.5 out of 6, which put him in 11th place with 7 points. Now, coming into the new year, in the 2023 Tata Steel Chess Tournament, Giri beat Magnus Carlsen in classical chess for the first time in 12 years. Giri went on to be the number 2 player in the world, Ding Liren, and finished by beating the Romanian Grandmaster, Richard Rapport, in round 13. Giri ended up winning the competition. Giri speaks Russian, English, and Dutch fluently, and he speaks Japanese, Nepali, and German well enough to get by. He is married to another chess player, Sopiko Gurumishvili, who's an international master. They got married on July 18, 2015, and the couple has 2 boys. He wrote notes on a number of top games for the popular chess site ChessBase. He also has written a number of articles, including analyses of his own games for chess magazines like New in Chess, 64, and Schach Magazine 64. He used to write a column for Chess Vibes Training magazine. Gary's made 2 chessable courses with the Sicilian Najdorf and French Defense openings, which has gotten other GMs talking. Gary's first book, My Junior Years in 20 Games, came out in 2014. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more videos.